So I rock up into the city. I do a U-turn in the middle of the road because there's nobody there. And there's this bar called Cooligan. So I cruise into Cooligans after doing a U-turn, driving by real slow. And I park right in front and I slide in. And it looks like this American Western bar. Real long wooden bar, the liquor behind it, some server, a pool table in the back, karaoke, dance hall in the front. And there's this Harley Davidson looking guy with a big beard about halfway down the bar sitting there. And I'm like, okay, I want to sit at the bar, but I don't want to get too close, but I don't want to be unfriendly. So I'll sit 2 stools away. And sure enough, I sit down and the guy looks over at me after a half second. Looks over, and it's 2 PM. We're drinking. Yeah. He looks over at me and goes, "What's in the jar?" And I was taken back, right? A little bit like, oh, that was aggressive.
And you had your job with you inside of the bar.
No, I didn't know what he was talking. How did he it's like, well, he goes, he nudges out the window. Look, he looks like this out the window. He goes, "I saw you drive by."
So he has seen your van.
He saw the van.
Yeah.
And then he saw me park in front. And then I looked out the window and you could see the van and I got a big logo on the hood.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, okay. So we started talking. And before I knew it, he told me his whole story. Complete stranger in the afternoon and somebody in the bar told me his whole story. The next night I was at his house and he was on the show.
Awesome.
And his wife sat there the whole time, and really great couple. And as soon as we finished, she jumped up out of her chair. "You got to get me on the show tomorrow." and I was just like, what is happening? Well, this is cool. And so I was back the next night. They cooked dinner together. We had a couple of beers. We talked. I interviewed his wife. Just an amazing. So I pick up people in bars is how I get some of the, some of the guests.
And so right now you already know which cities you want to go from a planning perspective, using Facebook to get a couple of people. And if not, then you will find someone.
Exactly. Yeah. There's on our website, I use a software called Road Trippers. And so the whole map is filled up with where I'm going to be, and not the dates yet, but it's laid out.
Yeah.
It's laid out. Usually about 6-8 weeks in advance, I've got the dates laid out.
Yeah. So people can have a look at it.
And they can have a look and see. Yeah. And we're using it now as part of the booking for people to book.
Yeah.
It helps them see where they're at, and then they can get into the calendar.